There below is Barclays Center and the Borough. Before we...
Hey, Kevin. Well,
it does indeed. Thanks, David. Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Lopez in at the center position. And looking at the Nets, Durant is out there with Joe Harris. Then there's Irving. Then there's Griffin, and it's Dinwiddie in at the 2 spot.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate.
Lots of speed and athleticism on the floor tonight, Brent. What do you think could determine the outcome?
Well, if guys are going to play fast, Kevin, and guys are going to be up in the air, it's going to come down to very solid decision-making to see who it is that separates themselves in this one.
Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Good size and the ability to carve out space. Lopez battling on the rebound.
Dinwiddie outside. And finds KD. And good that time.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
Holiday against Dinwiddie. To the inside. DiVincenzo gets the bucket.
Offense clicking early here. 3 for 4 to start this one.
For Brooklyn, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far.
And as much as Holiday brings to your offense, it's his defense that's repeatedly recognized.
Well, when you make all NBA defensive teams and you're smart and strong and quick like Drew Holiday is, I think not only does the reputation start to build, but your confidence in disrupting somebody else by playing that way is something you rely on.
Now here's DiVincenzo. From outside the arc. Kept alive. Kicks it down to Middleton. Traps in the tray. Middleton's got 6 points.
See how skilled Middleton is, ready to pull the trigger, and the defense is going to have to do better.
Here's Irving. Griffin trying to get open. Irving's shot is good.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. Holiday left side. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Back to Durant. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. On the wing, Harris to the paint. Here's Griffin. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
You have to do better than that. Griffin is a pro at muscling in those difficult shots.
And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. .149 left here in the opening quarter. Lopez kicks to Holiday. 5 to shoot. The shot by Antetokounmpo. Nobody around. The kick out to Holiday. Pass to DiVincenzo. The shot by Holiday, no good. Nets trail by 6. Dinwiddie wide open. And it's off from 3-point range. For Milwaukee, they've gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason, I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Bobby Portis is checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Drew Holiday.
Well, that break started by Jordan Steele. Long arms helping to get into the passing lane.
Forbes the pass to Portis. Middleton outside. Back to Portis. Middleton outside. Portis trying to free himself. Shots good by Middleton. 8 points for Chris Middleton. It's the Nets now. They trail by 6. Pass to Luau. He dishes it to Harden. Feeds it to Jordan. And stolen by Portis. All by himself. Launches the three. Tucker can't get it to go. Here's Luau. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Harden right side. Got it off in time, and he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And that concludes the first quarter of play. And when asked to compare himself to LeBron James,
I know if I put the work in, maybe.
And Greg, that's the humble, hard-working approach we've come to expect from Giannis.
You know, he's not interested in putting himself on a pedestal. Enough people do that for him. He just wants to become the best he can be and win rings.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And look what we've seen from Milwaukee. What do you think, guys?
Well, pounding the boards is one way to gain an advantage. They simply owned the glass in that first.
Well, if you get physical out there, you can control the glass, and that helps you to control the pace of the game.
On the court for Milwaukee here in the second, P.J. Tucker is out there with Bobby Portis. Then there's Teague, and it's Nwora in at the small forward position. Outside Portis from 12 feet out, and it's good off the back of the rim and in.
That was like a morning paper for Jeff Teague. Makes a great read and swings the ball around for a clean look at the bucket.
Inside, Green kicks to Brown. Green finds Harden. Here now is Dinwiddie. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Count that bucket.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
Milwaukee leading by 4. The pass to Forbes. Now Portis. Teague surveying the D. Shot clock at 6. Portis, the pass to Nwora. And they pick up 2. Nwora's got his first points in this one.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Shoots from 12. Claxton. Rebound, Milwaukee. Nwora, the pass to Portis. Kicks it to Teague. Down low, and Portis throws it down.
Well, when you have a PG like Jeff Teague who can run that pick and roll perfectly, it's certainly a luxury. Nice pass there.
Dinwiddie attacking, falls through. He's now made 2 of 4.
I mean, it's just fun to sit back and enjoy watching him operate. And that's what it looked like the D was doing as well. They're just sitting back and watching.
Now here's Portis. Passes it to Forbes. Craig, you were a physical, defensive-minded player. What are your thoughts on how closely the game is called now as opposed to when you played?
It is, Kevin, and yeah, some people like the physicality of the era I played in, but, you know, I like the beauty of the game with the spacing and the freedom of movement, and I think that's one reason why you see so much switching. It's hard to fight through screens without fouling, and ball handlers have become experts at drawing contact, even if it's, you know, incidental, and I think that's just an area where the game has changed so much that that ability to play in space is so vital.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
And converted more than 4 out of every 5 free throw attempts last year, so just solid at the line.
Brooklyn making some changes. Jordan, he's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Luau Cabarro comes in for Brown. And it's Johnson in for Dinwiddie. Now here's Green. Pass to Luau. The Nets working the ball around now. Harden dishes to Jordan. Here's Luau. They get the rebound. And there's Jordan putting it right back in.
DeAndre Jordan dominates this game on both ends. around the glass.
Now here's DiVincenzo. Bobbed up there for Lopez and stolen by Jordan. Green passes to Harden. Back to Green. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Green's got 4 points now in the quarter.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Holiday with it. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
Well, a longer point guard out there, Drew Holiday, can score close into the rim with that kind of size.
DiVincenzo against Harden. That shot off the mark. Now the Bucks take it the other way. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Holiday. Brooklyn with the rebound.
The defense better tighten up on the mid-range. They're much, much tighter. You expect him to make every single one of those.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Outside Holiday. Fires from the line. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. And we are not going to halftime just yet. Officials. Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good. It was a fast pace for Milwaukee at the outset. An exceptional game plan helped them. And that'll...
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Without question, Chris Middleton displaying his skills today.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
You've got Tyler Johnson. Harris is out there with Durant. Then there's Irving. And it's Griffin in at the center. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Now DiVincenzo. Lays it up and banks it in. DiVincenzo's got the first basket of the third quarter for the Bucks.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Irving can't hit. Bucks leading by 6.
An era where we're seeing teams turn away from the slower 7-footers. Brook Lopez still playing a pivotal role for the Bucks.
There's been a lot of talk in recent years, Greg, as how the big man has been played off the floor in the playoffs. That's just not the case with Lopez because he's been able to step out and shoot threes along with being a really reliable rim protector.
Irving from long range. Rebounded by the Bucks. Antetokounmpo's got 5 rebounds tonight. Holiday against Irving. Holiday looking for an opening. Just 5 on the clock. It's stolen by Johnson. Durant down low. Defended by Middleton. And again, no good by Brooklyn.
You talk about things at halftime and then you come out and you go 0 for 3. I'm sure that wasn't up on the board.
The Nets making a switch here. Brown's checked in. Nets trail by 8. Outside, KD. Over Giannis. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
Not sure they realize it's not halftime anymore. 4 attempts, and they're still looking for their first bucket.
Takes it down to Middleton. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Lopez has got the lead up to 10 now for Milwaukee.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
It's Durant on the wing. Outside Irving. And he can't stop this drought. Another miss.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
The kick out to Lopez. Offensive rebound, Bucks.
Making the easy shots and the tough shots. He's on top of his game.
And it's Durant with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. Searching for that first bucket here in the third. Harris against Middleton. Brown dishes to Irving. Pulls up from the corner. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
DiVincenzo can't hit it. Nets trail by 12. Irving with it. And Holiday picks him up defensively. That one good for 2.
Well, KD, an awesome job there, just sharing the rock with his teammates.
Bucks have gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. Outside Holiday. And Lopez has it in the corner. Back to Holiday. 5 on the clock. His three-pointers off the mark. Brooklyn's gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. That's in, and the Milwaukee lead is cut down now to just 8 on the basket from Brown. The Bucks shooting it well here in the third, about 50%. 52 seconds left in the third. Here's Giannis. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Antetokounmpo's got his first bucket of the night. Outside Irving. Pass to Durant. Back to Irving. Brown kicks to Irving. Unloads from 13. Again, the Nets for 2.
Yeah, I feel like he uses the dribble to set up his rhythm for the mid-range shots like that one. Kyrie knocks another in.
Antetokounmpo looking over the floor. They get it again. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks holding on to an 8-point. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Now the passing for the team becoming contagious, this time involving the big.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. On the floor for Milwaukee starting the fourth quarter. We've got Bobby Portis. Teague out there with P.J. Tucker. And it's Nora in at the 3.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Hey, yo, right here.
Dishes it to Tucker. Outside Portis. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
Harden scanning the floor. It's rebounded by Portis.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Here's Connaughton. The three-pointer, no good. Nets trail by 11. Here's Harden.
And this is how a floor leader makes a statement. Harden just put the other team on notice.
T kicks it to Tucker. Here's Nora. And the pass to Portis. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Good D by Jordan. In transition, here come the Nets. And that one drops for him.
Well, DeAndre Jordan wants his jump shot to be taken seriously. The more you make, the more it will be.
T kicks to Connaughton. Back to T. Banked in off the glass.
Well, any possession that ends in a shot from that range after a good player and ball movement, that's a good one.
Johnson outside. From deep three-point range, Brooklyn gets it back with the new shot clock at 14. From deep, Harden, he can't get it to go.
With him struggling tonight, they need to find some other options out there to keep themselves in the game.
Teague finds Tucker. The Bucks working the ball around. And that one drops. And now an 11-point Bucks lead. Greg, as a young player, one of your mentors was Patrick Ewing. How valuable was that to have that kind of guy tutoring you, mentoring you as you were just getting in the NBA?
I tell you, he was the consummate professional and really an incredible leader by example. This guy spent infinite amount of hours in the gym in the offseason honing his craft. First on the floor, last to leave it throughout his professional career. And that's something he had in common with all the truly greats who've ever played the game.
Holiday with the three. He can't hit that time. So Brooklyn will take it the other way. And a wide open look for Irving. Basket is good. The assist from Harris.
He's seeing everything right now. Fantastic job pulling the trigger when he's open.
Giannis outside. Now the dish to Lopez. Giannis up top. Guarded by Green. The kick out to Holiday. Here's Lopez. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And it's 6 points for Brook Lopez.
Not sure how he saw that there. Holiday with a firm understanding how to get the ball to an open teammate.
Irving for three. The rebound by Middleton.
It's been a struggle all night long from deep, but doesn't seem like he's lost his confidence. He's still letting them rip.
Back to DiVincenzo. Beyond the arc. A three-pointer is right on target. And the Bucks lead by 13.
And that kind of consistency from Middleton from three, that's huge.
Irving for three. Another miss by Irving. Bucks have gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter.
And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for the Bucks.
Their hard work on the glass paid off.
I tell you what, they're both excellent rebounding teams, and it was a tough battle underneath all game. And I think ultimately that earned the W.
And something we've come to almost expect is greatness from this guy. Such an overall great performance it was for Jrue Holiday.
Yeah, it felt like there was more than one of him out there tonight. He was involved on every possession, and he made his presence felt in so many ways.
And here's Middleton. And guys, they can just sit on the ball here if they want to.
They have earned this win.
From past the arc. Another miss by Middleton. Outside, Green. Basket is good. The assist from Harris.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
So no problem for Milwaukee as they get the win. All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up.
From the turn.
And just about to get underway as the starting five. It's the NBA on two. Here are the starters for Los Angeles. We've got Kawhi Leonard. Paul George is out there with Patrick Beverley. And it's Ibaka. And it's Morris in at the power forward. And for the Nets, we've got Harden. Also Green out there. Durant is out there with Griffin. And it's Claxton in at the 4. Now here's Beverley. Pass to Leonard. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
Love the unselfishness of Beverley. I mean, when he sees his teammate wide open, he quickly gets him the ball.
Harden the pass to Griffin. Leonard against KD. Shoots over Leonard. Durant, no good. And so Beverley will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. And then Leonard with the dunk.
And it's good to see George concentrate on getting the ball to the open man. Excellent floor awareness.
Harden scanning the floor. Griffin kicks to Green. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Harden, no good. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Morris dishes to Beverly. Back to Morris. Up again. It's good on the putback.
And that's the activity on the offensive glass they like to see out of Kawhi. When he's in full hustle mode, they're a much stronger team.
Now, here's Green. Harden with it. Just 5 to shoot. And the jam by Harden.
Whenever Harden sprints inside, man, I love it. Has so many ways he can finish near the basket.
And Clark, when you look at the footwork of James Harden, arguably some of the best in the history of this league.
And you know, Greg, he studied the greats. I mean, he loved Ginobili's Euro step and then added it to his own game. Now he's taking that to another level, and he's the one giving out the lesson. But you're right. Got great strength, but the footwork is really outstanding.
Here is Harden. Paul George making his last shot. Green finds Griffin. Here's KD. Lets it go from the wing. Misses off the left iron.
Wide open, and still, surprisingly, he wasn't able to cash in.
Beverly, the pass to Ibaka. Outside for George. And he banks in the layup. George has got his second bucket tonight.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Now here's Harden. A baseline J, and the jumper is on the mark.
And you know, Harden's a high percentage shooter from mid-range. If you don't close fast on him, he'll burn you.
On the wing, Morris. Outside Leonard. And it's off the back rim, no good. Nets trail by 6. Claxton the pass to KD. Shoots over Leonard. Here's Claxton, covered by Morris. And so Ibaka will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
A platoon swap here for Brooklyn.
Oh, great ball movement there.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Tips it. The rebound by Ibaka. Now the Clippers with it. They're on a 12-4 run right now. 14 feet away. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Leonard's got 8.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Well, everything's coming too easily. I mean, at some point defensively, you have to take something away.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Quality looks they're getting, and they're capitalizing on them, guys. They have to be happy with this start offensively.
Here's Irving. Kawhi Leonard making his last shot. And Luwawu gets it to go.
Irving showing you he's a frame ahead of his opponent with that nice imagination on offense.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Morris into the lane. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. George has got 3 assists now in this one. Out to the right wing. Luwawu, the pass to Irving. Jackson down low. Here's Ibaka.
Well, you've got to respect Jordan as a shot blocker. He's one of the best in the league. His length and
Kawhi Leonard has been on display for the LA Clippers. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. We come back right after this.
How can we be the best version of ourselves individually?
Well, Durant may not be the in-your-face type of player, Greg, but he gets the message across for sure.
He's not going to yell at you. He's going to show you how it's done and expect that you're as committed to winning as he is.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And quite a position here for the Clippers to be in. What do you think, guys?
They came in on a mission, razor-sharp offense in that first period.
Yeah, I agree. That was a flawless offensive performance so far. I mean, the shots have been falling. They're making good decisions. That's a nice recipe there.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. Setting the floor for the Nets. Joe Harris is out there with Green. Then it's Kyrie Irving. Then there's Brown. And it's Dinwiddie in at shooting guard. Here's Irving. Count that one. Flattening the lottery odds, Greg. Do you think that's worked out as intended?
You don't hear as many predictions about who's going to get the one pick or the second pick. I think that's good for the players and the fans. You don't want anyone rooting for you to lose.
No, absolutely not. Here's Cousins. Unable to get that one. So Brooklyn will take it the other way. And it's Cousins with the foul. That's his first foul. Brooklyn making some changes. Durant's checked in for Dinwiddie. And it's James Harden in for Kyrie Irving. Harden finds KD. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. Clippers leading by 12. Now the pass to Cousins. Back to Leonard. The rebound by Harden. And for Brooklyn, they're shooting 33% for the night. That's a big thorn in their side right now.
And it's kind of the running joke when you think of James Harden, often maligned for his lack of effort defensively, but quite honestly, I thought he improved a great deal a season ago.
And, you know, Greg, I observed the same thing. His overall commitment was better. And not just steals and blocks either. I'm just talking about his awareness, his commitment to that end of the floor. It was a focal point. If he continues on that track, I think he's going to make an impact at that end as well.
Durant against Kennard. And then Durant with the dunk.
That's platinum level dime dropping right there by Harden. Such a smart pass. Gets us to his teammates on time and on target.
Outside Jackson. Pass to Cousins. It's stolen by Green. And now Harris running the floor all by himself.
Set up on a platter that time by Harris. A room service dime right there.
Clippers leading by 8. About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter. Back to Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
Green kicks to Harden. Hits it from three-point range. Harden's got 11 points.
And their shots are falling now with more regularity than we saw at first.
Well, it was a slow start, but they've gone from simmer to medium heat, and they're bordering on hot to close this gap.
And it's Leonard missing. Nets trail by 7, and keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, good evening. The Clippers were picked by many to win the title last year. Now, they didn't get it done, but Kawhi Leonard is not concerned. He said, we've just got to keep getting better, keep fighting. It's about the right team peaking at the right time. Guys are hoping this season their talent and their fight will win out. Back to you.
We will see. Good stuff, D.A. Thanks. Passes it to Brown. Durant in the corner. The Nets working the ball around now. Harden inside the three-point line. Cuts off the pass. And there's the whistle, called a clear path foul there. Yep. And he'll shoot 2 at the line. The Clippers shooting their first free throws of this one.
Yeah, and 79% from the line as a team a season ago. Pretty reliable in that regard.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. 46 seconds left in the first half of the game. Ibaka, that's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Ibaka's got his second basket.
And offensively, Ibaka's been spending more time out on the perimeter, but watching him work inside there, you realize that may still be his bread and butter.
And the rejection by Ibaka. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Ibaka.
Come to me.
Irving looking over the floor. To the middle. Jordan kicks to Irving. Shot clock at 3.
And the three-point shot has been a problem spot for them. They're improving little by little, but it's still a big reason they're down right now.
And a deep 3 from George. The long-distance 3 is buried. George has got the lead up to 14 now for the Clippers. Here's Irving. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
After one half, Kawhi Leonard is having one of those nights. He had 12 points, 2 assists, and that's a...
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. An exceptional performance so far from James Harden.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
Checking out the group for Tyronn Lue to start the second half. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Morris. Then it's Ibaka. Then it's Paul George. And it's Beverly in at the 1. Beverly against Griffin. And a little luck that time, but it drops. And that's now 6 points for Serge Ibaka.
And not entering the league as a natural catch-and-shoot guy, Ibaka certainly has developed this part of his game.
Harden's shot is off. And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. 14 points, their largest lead in the game. To the paint. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Sounds good.
And when he's aggressive, watch out. Morris finishing through the contact, now going to the line to try and add one more.
Kyrie Irving's checked in for Jeff Green. Greg, you've always said to have a winning team, you need franchise players. Talk about the specific qualities you look for in those superstars that can catapult a team to greatness.
It's a great question, Kevin. Talent really isn't enough. You know, whether you lead vocally or by example, the agenda has to be winning, and your best players really define who your team is going to be. So the franchise caliber player is a much needed asset.
And the rejection by Ibaka. Harden the pass to Claxton. For 3, Durant.
And another miss. Ooh, he's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. Now, here's Beverly. Tight defense on him. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on Blake Griffin.
Man, I tell you, you really have to appreciate how much Beverly hustles. He plays hungry and with an edge. He's skilled, though, on both ends of the floor in addition to that.
Kennard, he's checked in for Leonard. Nets trail by 19. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Harden dishes to Durant. Will it go? Durant with another miss.
You know, he's just not taking good shots, not taking smart shots, forcing up a lot of low percentage junk there.
Boy, Greg, there is a lot to like offensively for Luke Kennard.
I tell you, he can shoot it. He's a crafty finisher and really improving as a passer. The question mark is the defensive end. 6'5" in height and wingspan, not elite too, so he's got to get by on his instincts and his anticipation.
For the Clippers, Band's checked in, and Reggie Jackson subbed in for Patrick Beverly.
And back in 08, Ibaka became the first player ever from the Republic of Congo to be drafted in the NBA.
Outside Durant. Ibaka against Griffin. Irving for three. Sinks the triple. Irving's got 5 now.
You know, that goes back, I think, to playing with LeBron in their Cleveland days. Kyrie learned how to operate without the ball some.
Jackson passes to Ibaka. Outside for Jackson. Lobs it up for Ibaka. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Some changes for Brooklyn. Harris is checked in for Durant. Brown comes in for Kyrie Irving. And Dinwiddie subbed in for James Harden. Dinwiddie passes to Brown. Right around 3 minutes into the second half. Here's Dinwiddie. Brooklyn gets it back with the new shot clock at 14. Pass to Claxton. 4 on the shot clock. And he converts the layup.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Irving's checked in for the Nets. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. We were all witnesses last year to the pandemic, which struck with worldwide repercussions. The NBA was no exception. The 1920 season was altered, and this season was delayed. But the league is finding a sense of solidarity and resolve under the leadership of Adam Silver. Now, sports is a microcosm of society as a whole, and we all are finding different ways to overcome this. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks, D.A. Outside Jackson. Out to Ibaka. No good again that time.
Boy, that is awesome defense, guys, against a capable finisher. Well done. I'm sure the coaches love that.
Irving's shot is good.
Not just range, but confidence, too. Irving can capitalize from way downtown.
34 seconds left to play here in the third. There's the pass to Kennard. Jackson against Dinwiddie. Jackson, that's good. And the Clippers lead by 13.
And with that basket, he's able to end a 10-0 run by the Nets.
And here's Irving. 10 points for him. Now here's Griffin. 3-pointer. Irving can't hit. Gets it off. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers. 13 points up at the end of... And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Los Angeles leading by 13. We've got Green. He's out there with Harden. Griffin is out there with Durant. And it's Claxton in at the 4 slot. So that's the Nets 5. Jackson passes to Cousins. 6 on the shot clock. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. Zubac's no good. And here's Griffin. He'll bring it up for Brooklyn. And there's KD. That's good on the assist by Griffin.
Yeah, you know, they get it to Durant because they trust him. They've got great confidence in him finishing in the open court.
Jackson against Harden. Outside Jackson. Pass to Kennard. Here's Mann. Guarded by KD. Shot clock at 5. Cousins, no one around him. And it's Durant with the rebound.
Nobody even close to him, and he can't believe he doesn't knock it down.
Here's Griffin, and Griffin slams it in.
And that's the trademark Griffin finish. Get in tight, elevate, and throw it down with authority. Big fella is a beast down low.
Jackson passes to Cousins. to the inside. Zubats, that's good. Zubats has got his first points of the night.
Boy, a very capable passer. DeMarcus Cousins does a solid job recognizing where to go with the ball.
From deep, Harden. It's hauled in by Zubats. Clippers leading by 11. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Here's Cousins, and Cousins throws it down.
That's not too difficult for DeMarcus Cousins now. I like that he doesn't settle for the layup there. Instead, throws it down.
From deep, Harden. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Their biggest lead of the game was 21.
After hitting 1 3 in the first half, he's been unable to dial in from deep since then.
Nets trail by 13. Here's Claxton. No good with the triple.
You know, he's not a knockdown shooter from there, but when you're that uncovered, you almost are forced to take it.
Outside Jackson. From deep. And it's Durant with the rebound.
Boy, they dodged one there, guys. I mean, he got the wide open look that he wanted, just didn't knock it down.
Now Harden. KD on the wing. And the Nets miss again.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
1:44 left here in the fourth quarter. And Cousins throws it down. And looking back at what was a stellar career, Greg, if there was one thing you could have done different, do you have anything on your mind?
You know, I would have loved to have had the opportunity to finish my career in New York. That was a special place, a special time. Unfortunately, that didn't transpire, but that's the one thing that stands out. That and obviously not winning a championship.
I can understand both of those.
Yes.
Outside for Jackson. Passes it to Kennard. Fires the three. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Clippers.
Great, generous ball movement tonight. A thing of beauty.
Yeah, a remarkable team effort. They got everyone involved.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Paul George.
Boy, I can't recall a play that he wasn't involved in. He was so involved in so many plays tonight. A force on both ends.
Griffin finds Harden. The Nets need to get a shot off here. That one goes. Count it.
KD's aggressive streak coming out on that play. He can mix it up with the big guys when he needs to.
Jackson looking around from deep three-point range. That shot misses. Here is Harden. From deep, and the miss. So the Clippers winning this one easily. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll do it, folks.
Well, guys,
he's certainly come a long way, D.A. Thanks. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Collins plays the 4 with Nurkic at the 5. Damian Lillard out there with Norman Powell. And it's Anthony in at the small forward. And for Brooklyn, Brown out there with Harden. Then there's Griffin. And it's Durant. And it's Claxton in at the power forward position. Lillard the pass to Collins. And now the fast break. Griffin with the ball. And the shot goes down. Some of the best in the game go at it here tonight, Chris. What an incredible guard matchup we have here in this one.
Oh, Kevin, there are some all-time greats playing at the guard spots these days. It will be a fun matchup to watch.
And so it's the Nets getting on the board first. Griffin on the double team. Here's Nurkic. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
A physical player with a large frame. Nurkic was seemingly unbothered by the contact.
About 1 minute into the first quarter. Here's Claxton. He's guarded by Collins. From close range, Claxton no good. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. Lillard with the ball. Good work defensively by Harden.
He usually takes advantage of D like that. Should have been a simple layup.
Brown against Powell. KD, that's for 2. He doesn't hit that one. Now the Trailblazers take it the other way.
And Yusuf Nurkic, missing a whole calendar year not too long ago, was still involved with the team during that stretch and was a fixture on their bench.
Yeah, shout out to my boy Nurkic, but hey, bro, you had some wild shirts on the sideline. I couldn't even watch the game. You was over there dizzying cats up. But I know you were doing your thing, but he would use clothing to call out other players, teams, and commentators. Nurkic doesn't mince words, and I'm glad he's back in play.
Now Lillard, following Durant's 3-point attempt. Anthony kicks to Powell. And Brown over to help. 6 to shoot. Anthony can't hit.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Bucket is good.
I mean, this guy is almost 7 feet. Durant runs the floor beautifully, knowing where to be at all times in transition.
Lillard outside. Pass to Powell. High post, Nurkic. Lillard outside. And Lillard throws it down.
D has got to do a better job clogging up routes to the rim. Leonard is a terror when it comes to driving inside.
And here in the first, about 3 minutes in, Brown dishes to KD. And then Durant with the dunk.
You want no part of that when Durant gets speed going at the rim. Stepping in the way is a fast track to ending up on a post.
And that's an intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
A platoon swap here for Brooklyn. Now here's McCollum. Giles. And he dunks it down.
I mean, look, he's evolved as a passer over the course of his career. Get to the right spot, McCollum will find you.
Jordan high post. Here's Irving. Harris finds Irving. Takes the three. The rebound by Giles. Trailblazers have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. And the basket by McCollum.
He's a volume three-point shooter. McCollum looks to take this shot often for this very reason.
The deep three from Irving. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. And Simons has got the ball here for the Trailblazers. Giles the pass to McCollum. Offline with his three. Nets trail by 5. On the wing, Irving. Over McCollum. And again, it's the Nets missing.
Setup's good. That's the shot they're looking for, but you can't get them all to go.
Jones, no luck. The Nets have gotten just 3 of their first 9 shots to go down in this game. Irving can't get it to go.
Still plenty of time for him to contribute in this game, but it's a tough stretch he's going through.
And here's McCollum for 3. Buries the long-range jumper. McCollum's got 6.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
And that would have been a big 3 if he drained it, answering back for the triple at the other end.
Pulls up on the wing, and no good on the last second attempt this time. And so it's Portland holding on to an 8-point lead heading in. Well, before the game, we talked with Damian Lillard. He credits his...
I think it comes from being...
And that's the kind of support, Greg, he gives his teammates on and off the floor.
And, you know, guys naturally trust him. They believe in him, and he typically comes through when they need him.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And for Portland guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
With the game being fast-paced these days, you can expect this from a lot of teams, but they did it very well.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. On the floor for Portland, they've got Powell. Robert Covington out there with Derek Jones. Then it's Enes Kanter. And it's Simons in at the point guard position. And it's the Trailblazers with the ball, following the three-point attempt by Kyrie Irving. Offensive rebound. Kanter kicks to Covington. Lets it go with a 3. Kicks it out to Jones. And there's the pass to Covington. Here's Simons. Here's Kanter. Trailblazers moving the ball around. Here's Powell. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Harry Giles is checked in for Robert Covington. The Trailblazers shooting their first free throw tonight. Well, Greg, with your son getting drafted, you joined the ranks of some historic NBA father-son duos.
You know, I got the opportunity to play with Arvydas Sabonis in Portland, and remember DeMontis as a little kid. Now he's an all-star last year. And, you know, I think you're going to have an influx of that in the coming years. Dwayne Wade's son is a terrific player. We know about LeBron's son's ability. He's possibly heading to the league one day. You just never know. I'm as a dad, it's going to get the opportunity to watch his son play excited, but I think you're going to see more of this in the future.
Cole and Greg Anthony. I like the way that sounds. Portland with the ball. After the basket by Brooklyn. Passes it to Powell. The three-pointer, no good. Nets trail by 9. Here's Brown. The rebound by Simons. Here's Powell. 5 points in the game. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
No question he got bumped on that shot.
He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Nurkic checked in for Enes Kanter. Zach Collins comes in for Giles. Carmelo Anthony, he's checked in for Jones. And Damian Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons. Here's Harden. Griffin trying to get open, and it'll go. And the Blazer lead is cut down to 9 in the bucket from Harden.
And last season, we saw teams double and trap James Harden more than any other player in the league. As soon as he crossed half court, they did not want the ball in his hands.
Lillard from deep three-point land at the tip. There's Nurkic putting it right back in. Nurkic has got his second bucket of the night.
And Kevin, they've dialed up their activity this quarter. We're seeing them convert a lot of those second chance opportunities.
KD finds Brown. KD with it. 6 points for him from deep three-point range, and it's out of bounds, and they say it was last touched by Durant. The Trailblazers making a switch here. McCollum's checked in. Trailblazers leading by 11. Pass to Nurkic. Dishes to McCollum. A three ball. It's hauled in by Claxton.
And all the trapping had to frustrate Harden. But whatever may come, he's going to make the right play.
Yeah, and he can, Jay, because he's not just a good passer. He's a great passer. He's averaged over double digits assists the year they played him at point guard. He makes you pay for sending help.
Here's Anthony following the basket by Blake Griffin. Lillard way outside. Portland keeps it going. A new 14-second shot clock. And so it's KD with it. He brings up the ball for the Brooklyn Nets. They trail by 9 points. And for Portland, they're shooting 39% from the floor. At their best. Pass to Lillard. From deep. A rebound by the Nets.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Yeah. And I have too, which is why they're okay with it. I'm sure if he gets that kind of look again, he's going to let it fly again.
Here's Lillard. James Harden picking up that last basket. Lillard, right side. Over Harden. And he overshot that one, missing.
Frozen. Guy is just ice cold, unable to contribute offensively.
A nice shot by KD.
This is what you get from Griffin. Very willing to give it up to his open teammates.
Trailblazers leading by 5. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Lillard dishes to McCollum. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. McCollum's got 8 points.
Now, his offensive skill set is off the charts. He has more than a few ways to punish him.
And Harden wide open. He shoots. Great positioning on the putback.
And the athleticism of Griffin, just remarkable. He's fantastic at using his elevation on the glass.
Lillard from outside connects from three-point range. Lillard's got his second bucket. And so it's Portland in the driver. All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the... And no doubt that C.J. McCollum's a great player all the time. But Shaq, he has that DNA where he turns it up the field.
Yes, he does. He's proved to be a fantastic player and performer. McCollum has a...
And that's going to do it for us here. The second half of action is coming your way.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. C.J. McCollum really making a difference here.
Man, how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
This game has his fingerprints all over it. Now looking to replicate what he did in the first half.
Green is out there with DeAndre Jordan. Then it's Joe Harris. Then there's Irving. And it's Dinwiddie in at the point. So that's the Nets 5.
another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Love the heart that Collins is playing with. He makes use to give his all on the offensive glass.
And Irving launches it from deep. A putback, and there's Jordan putting it right back in.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Lillard way outside from beyond the arc and then some. He's got 8.
Lillard's so focused, even from way outside. He knows he can still make these shots.
And last season, Lillard doing more playmaking than prior years, a career high in assists for him.
Well, we all know that Dame can score whenever he wants to. But this team is better when he's setting others up. Lillard knows that. I expect him to continue to spread the ball around.
So Portland ends up going with the new group.
Such a smooth operator. I mean, Irving knows he has the green light to let it fly from deep.
Cullen passes to Cannon. Here's Simons. They get a hand on it, and stolen by Jordan. Irving for 3. The rebound by Giles.
His offense has been non-existent tonight. It's really hurting him.
And here's McCollum. 8 points for him. Giles, that's good. And the Trailblazers lead by 10.
That's not who they want guarding him. I mean, the size mismatch is just too big. All he has to do is just keep attacking the rim.
The shot's good from Irving.
And that's his second triple of the half. None for him going into the break.
Simons, the pass to McCollum. He feeds it to Cantor, and Cantor throws it down.
When you pair Cantor's strong frame with his scorer's mentality, you get a guy that loves to dunk.
Inside, it's stolen by Green. In transition, here come the Nets, and DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
And any lob to Jordan is about as sure thing as you can get. So athletic for a big with tremendous hands, and big fella knows how to get in prime position for those alley-oop feeds.
Here's Simons. He gets that one. Simons has got his first basket of the night.
Okay, listen, you got to body him up when he's in the paint. If you play off of him, then that's just 2 easy points.
That one from long range. Greg, not all drafts are the same in terms of talent. 2019 was a year to remember.
No doubt about it. I mean, transcendent talent at the top. You think of Zion and Ja, both could be future league MVPs. And the irony is that those two guys were teammates in high school. Go figure.
And go figure is right. Free throw good, Giles. So both teams making some changes here. So he gets them both. Nets trail by 8. The deep 3 from Harden. A 3-pointer off the mark.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
Fires for 3. Brooklyn with the rebound. Durant's got 5 rebounds tonight.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
There was a time when people said Durant didn't finish well through contact. Those days are long gone.
1:10 left in the third quarter of the game. Powell kicks to Nurkic. And that one hits back iron.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Durant for 3. The rebound by Giles. Giles has got his 4th rebound in this one. Lillard finds Powell. Back to Lillard. Lets it go from deep. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. And so it's KD with it. He brings up the ball for the Nets. 6-point game.
Oh, just spectacular in the open floor. When Harden's coming downhill, you're at his mercy.
35 seconds left here in the third quarter. Powell dishes to Nurkic. It's stolen by Brown. And here comes Harden, leading the fast break. Shoots over Lillard, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now, and he makes the first.
You know, there's one award, the Hardness one. I think we can pretty much say for sure he'll never win again, and that's Sixth Man of the Year. It's hard to believe there was ever a time this man wasn't a starter.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Cantor comes in for Yusuf Nurkic, and Collins subbed in for Harry Giles. Now here's Lillard. 8 points for him. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. And here's Anthony for 3. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of threes. Portland out in front, up 2. 2K. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, it's also called making a good read, understanding where everyone is and taking full advantage. Fantastic.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. On the floor for Portland. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Well, I was able to listen in on what the Nets head coach was going over with his team. Not happy with the way this game is going. He said you're getting used out there on the perimeter. Inside the arc, we're doing some good things, but outside, we're a disaster. Tighten it up. Kevin, we'll see if they can close out on their shooters a little more effectively.
C.J. McCollum, he's checked in for Portland. Makes it off the glass. And the Trailblazers lead by 6.
Love the sensational ball control from McCullough. He makes it look so easy.
Irving finds Griffin. Durant for 3. No good that time. Now the Trailblazers take it the other way. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Outside Covington. It's Anthony with the drive.
Well, Melo made his way back into the league last season. He was immediately a heavy minutes player for the Blazers. Looked good as a third scoring option for the team.
And he sinks the second. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. McCollum against Harden. And again, no good by Brooklyn.
And with Melo not having to bear so much of the scoring load, I think was good for him.
Yeah, especially since he took about a year off from playing. Melo had to take a long look in the mirror about how he can help teams win during his absence. But he clearly has something left to offer. You have to appreciate the ball movement and the commitment to getting a high percentage look.
Now Irving. Five to shoot. Looking to end the run. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
Cullen passes to Jones. Back to McCollum. Over Harden. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. McCollum's got 4 points in the quarter.
His individual effort has been outstanding tonight, and it's helped him grab the lead.
Harden the pass to Irving. From deep three-point range, and it's rebounded by Covington. Trailblazers leading by 8. The three from McCollum. It's hauled in by Claxton. Claxton's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Here's Harden. Shot's good. Griffin making the play. Griffin's got 4 assists now tonight.
Look, when he's not killing you on the perimeter, he's doing it inside.
And stolen by Kyrie Irving. Drops in the breakaway layup. Now just a 4-point Trailblazer lead.
Well, you know they're going to go to Irving in these spots. He's tremendous at scoring when his team needs a bucket.
Jones the pass to McCollum. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That's his first foul. So for the Nets, Green, he's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. And it's Brown in for Irving. The Trailblazers also changing it up. Nurkic checked in for Zach Collins. Monday Hollis Jefferson comes in for Anthony. And Lillard subbed in for Derek Jones. Lillard up and in on the layup. And the Trailblazers lead by 6.
Love seeing Lillard work it in close. He has the skills to convert at a high rate.
Outside, KD. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And showing why he's considered a leader. Griffin wants to be the guy taking these important shots.
Lillard outside. The pass to Hollis Jefferson. Back to Lillard. Clock at 6. And finished off by Nurkic.
And what unselfish play from Lillard. This guy's no problem giving it up, especially when his teammate's wide open.
Here's KD. That's the 3 fly. It's good. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
When things get tough, you start to lean on your stars, and Durant always seems to come up with a clutch shot.
Pass to McCollum. Kicks it out to Covington. Back to McCollum. And it's out of bounds. The Trailblazers able to retain possession here.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
We're just trying to prevent the opposition from getting comfortable. Next time, that one might get picked.
The Nets making a switch here. Irving's checked in. Carmelo Anthony is checked in for Portland. Irving way outside. The offensive rebound, and Griffin stays with it.
Coming alive down the stretch. I like how Griffin commands the ball when the game is on the line.
And I think we'll see them burn the clock a bit here.
Yeah, smart move.
Down low, here's Covington. Count it!
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
And it's not about running up the score. It's about closing the door on any kind of comeback.
Lillard with it. And so it's Portland winning this one. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for him, Greg. They really had to work. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap.
We're gonna let
Welcome, folks, to what promises to be a...
Hey, Kevin, thanks.
And David, he is just getting started. Great stuff, thanks as always. So the next starting five.
Here we go.
Brown out there with Harden. Then there's Griffin. And it's Durant. And it's Claxton in at the 4 slot. And for Milwaukee, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday. And it's Lopez in at the 5 spot.
And that foot injury robbing Dante DiVincenzo of much of his rookie season. But in year 2, he had a nice bounce back.
One of the things, Greg, that I think is most important for any player at any level is any time that you're hurt, you still have an opportunity from the bench to pick up some of the nuances of the game. There's no doubt that Dante did that last year, and this year has stepped in and continued to contribute to this ball club.
Now here's Antetokounmpo, and Lopez gets it to go.
Just more and more you see these small little plays that give you an idea how much Giannis is assimilating with his offensive game. Angles, passes, and more playmaking.
Durant up top, defended by Middleton. Puts it up from 15, and that's good for 2.
And he's not going to miss many of those, especially that wide open.
No, he's automatic from the mid-range, and the defense knows that it's a mistake to give up a shot like that.
Now here is Holiday. DiVincenzo kicks to Lopez. Pass to Holiday. Back to Lopez. 6 on the shot clock. Outside Holiday.
Not sure how he saw that there. Holiday with a firm understanding of how to get the ball to an open teammate.
The pass to Harden. Outside, KD. 3-pointer. Milwaukee with the rebound.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
DiVincenzo with it. Picked up by Brown. The 3. The shot by Holiday, no good.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Yep, it counts.
Inside, outside. Harden will attack you from anywhere. Nice play.
Holiday against Harden. Bounce pass, Holiday. The Bucks working the ball around. Here's Giannis. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Sometimes it takes a while for all that length in Giannis to catch up to those feet, but once he does, man, he can explode.
Holiday against Harden. And yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. Harden's got his second basket of the game. I'm sure you've got a list, Greg, of players you've visited with over the years who you really enjoy spending some time with and talking to.
I mean, there are so many, Kevin. A couple guys, and there is a little bias as a point guard, but Damian Lillard and Steph Curry.
Oh, man. Fans love that. Listen to that. I love that sound in the arena.
And this is how a floor leader makes a statement. Harden just put the other team on notice.
Holiday dishes to Giannis. Second chance shot, and that's 2 points on the layup. Giannis has got his second basket of the night.
He's looking confident right from the opening tip.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Pass to Claxton. Back to Harden. It's good.
Yeah, you got your shooters and you have your scorers, but James Harden is both.
Giannis with it. Outside Holiday. Back to Giannis. The shot is good, and so is his shooting tonight. 3 for 4. 55 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Harden surveying the D.
That's a tough rebound if you don't have the length that he does, so the size paying off.
Shots good by Middleton.
Changing ends quickly. He's rewarded with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
From 13, Durant, great positioning on the putback.
Just a good read by KD as to where that miss was coming off.
The Bucks have gone 6 of 9, shooting it well. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Holiday. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. He dishes it to Lopez. Clock at 4. No good with the layup.
I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss.
Tie game in Milwaukee. We recently caught up with Drew Holiday, who talked about some trying
being able to go through adversity and come out stronger.
And Greg, you feel like that pressure never really got to Holiday.
One of the toughest guards in the league, mentally and physically. He's a machine that just keeps on coming, no matter the circumstances.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And what stands out to you from the Bucks in this one?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, you don't see that all that often, getting down there and doing that much damage in a quarter. You got to respect the game plan.
And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. Harris is out there with Green. Then it's Kyrie Irving. Then it's Jordan. And it's Dinwiddie in at point guard. And Tiggs at the ball here for the Milwaukee Bucks. Passes to Nwora. Good work there as it goes.
That's the kind of work you want your point guard to do. Sensational ball movement by Jeff Teague there to set up his man.
Dinwiddie outside. Pass to Irving. From deep. And again, it's the Nets missing.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate.
Tucker can't get it to go. Nets have gone 0 of 3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second quarter. Harris, good, and it's Green picking up the assist.
All the way to the bucket, no resistance, just swipe the candy from him.
And Joe Harris, the lethal shooter, he can also be a threat in the pick and roll game.
Yeah, Harris does a great job reading what a defense is giving. He's more than just a catch and shoot type of player. Harris can hit shots on the move and isn't afraid to go at defenders.
Nice shot by Portis.
And a better box out saves them 2 points there.
It didn't seem like anybody was really aware there to go and collect that rebound in the possession.
Irving passes to Dinwiddie. Nets passing it around. In the corner, it's Harris. Irving from long range. Three-pointer. His first shot is a miss. 0 for 1 to start the contest. Teague with the ball. Guarded now by Irving. Connaughton passes to Teague. Here's Nwora to the paint. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Greg, you were drafted 12th overall by the New York Knicks and then 2nd overall by the Grizzlies in the expansion draft. So you've had a very unique view of being in that position in 2 different settings.
Yeah, I mean, 2 very different cities, but really each beautiful in its own way. The New York draft, obviously coming out of college, that was like a dream come true to go and play for Pat Riley and then get the opportunity to go and be a part of a brand new team in a new country, if you will, was also a really cool experience as well.
I hope we can take a petition started by you and me to get the NBA back in Vancouver. I miss
and
going
Seattle,
to Vancouver.
right? Let's get back in both those cities.
Exactly. 1:49 left here in the second. Outside Teague. Now the pass to Tucker. Here's Portis. And it's KD with the rebound.
One player sometimes can drag down your offense, and he seems to be an anchor here in this quarter.
Goes up. Throws down the breakaway jam.
Middleton's got such a great wingspan. That comes into play on steals just like that one.
And so they foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
A different look for Milwaukee. Brook Lopez is checked in for Bobby Portis. Antetokounmpo comes in for P.J. Tucker. And it's Holiday in for T. We've got 1:18 left to play here in the half. Harden the pass to Brown. And here's Harden. Takes a three. That missed basket now makes him 4 of 8 from the field. To the middle. Here's Antetokounmpo. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. Giannis has got the lead up to 6 now for the Bucks.
I like how Giannis is inviting a little bit more contact and no longer shying away from it.
Harden the pass to Claxton. Launches it. Harden's shot is off. Bucks have gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. Lopez finds Middleton. The three. That one misses. So Brooklyn will take it the other way. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo.
And really the smart thing would be to hold for the last shot.
Every second right now is valuable to you. That should be their strategy.
Middleton can't get it to go.
Oh, can't punish the defense for leaving him open that time. That's a frustrating miss for a really steady jump shooter.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. From deep, Giannis. No good on the last second attempt there. And that's it for the... All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to a competitive matchup for Milwaukee in the first quarter. The period wrapped up with the teams on level. And that's...
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You have to like what we're seeing from Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
They're just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. Setting the floor for the Bucks. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Connaughton in at the 3. Here's Griffin. And it's good, 2 points. Griffin's got his second bucket of the night.
Now, Griffin good at timing when it is that he leaks out a huge target on the fast break.
Antetokounmpo passes to Connaughton. Wants to get it to Antetokounmpo and does.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points.
And last season, Giannis Antetokounmpo welcoming his first child into the world.
And maybe now an MVP at home as a most valuable papa. The mother of his son was a volleyball player in her day. So you got to think, as this kid grows up, maybe the recruits are sending letters already.
Lobbed up there for Lopez.
Oh, Kevin, get a load of that one. Take that play and put it in the alley-oop textbook, boys.
Perfectly done. You're right. He put it on a platter for him. Here's Harden. The rebound by the Bucks. Giannis has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Brown the pass to Llewellyn. Back to Brown. Here's Claxton. Taken away by Holiday. Fast break, Milwaukee. He feeds it to Antetokounmpo. The kick out to Holiday. Here's Lopez. And no good that time. And Brooklyn will now go the other way with it. Brown the pass to Llewellyn. Kicks it out to Harden. And again, no good by Brooklyn.
Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
And that kind of sums up how this game is going.
Attack-minded all the way.
Yeah, great read, calls his own number, and then sends it home.
A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Jordan inside. Irving with a clean look. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan.
Such a remarkable scorer. Kyrie has such a quick trigger. The D has no chance there.
Teague, the pass to Middleton. Fires for three. Brooklyn with the rebound. And now Irving pushing it up. No one back to stop him. And it's good for two. And now just a 3-point Bucks lead.
Kyrie, such a blur in the open court. Leaks out so quickly and then gets to the right spot in transition.
Pass to Tucker. Dishes it to Middleton. Bucks passing it around. A nice shot by Tucker. And the Bucks lead by 5.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Irving for three. It's rebounded by Portis. Portis has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And Middleton, the basket on the assist from Tucker. Now it's a 7-point Bucks lead.
He's just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Irving against Middleton. Lobs it up for Jordan.
Well, this is where DeAndre Jordan's speed as a big pays off. A super dangerous pick-and-roll player when he sprints out of it.
Middleton outside. There's 42 seconds left in the third. Mora. They get it back. The kick out to T. Here's Nora. Dinwiddie with the rebound. Nets trail by 5. Here's Irving. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It goes on Chris Middleton.
Kyrie does a great job of using the shot fake. Really sells it that time and then goes straight at contact.
Dante DiVincenzo. He's checked in for the Bucks. Holiday comes in for Jeff Teague. The Nets also changing it up. Nicholas Claxton comes in for Jordan. And Durant subbed in for Joe Harris. Pass to Middleton. Inside. Irving with the steal. And here we go. The fast break with Dinwiddie. Shoots from 12. Claxton no good. Holiday. And it is good at the buzzer. Wow.
One eye on.
The third quarter comes to a close. Milwaukee on top. They lead by 5. And we're just moments away from the start of the fourth quarter. Stay with us. Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Setting the floor for the Nets. We've got Brown. He's out there with Harden. Griffin is out there with Durant, and it's Claxton in a power forward position. Here's Antetokounmpo. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. And the Bucks lead by 7.
That's fun to see the handles coming out there from Antetokounmpo. I mean, how do you stop a near 7-footer who's got some dribble skills like that?
Outside, KD. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. 6 points for KD.
That's an excellent play call to free him up from the defense.
Well, taking advantage of that opportunity, it does not get any more high percentage than that one.
And Holiday kicks to Giannis. Outside Holiday. Back to Tucker. And the layup's good off the glass.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Holiday against Harden. To the inside. Claxton the pass to Harden. And here's KD for 3. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Giannis has got 6 rebounds here tonight.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Well, there's more he could have done in this game for sure, but it hasn't kept them from pulling ahead.
And it's Brown missing.
Oh, that's a golden opportunity to finish on the break, and he blows it.
Completely lost focus. You can't get 2 steps ahead.
And the Bucks with some changes. Brook Lopez is checked in for P.J. Tucker. Pat Connaughton comes in for Chris Middleton. And it's Teague in for Dante DiVincenzo. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Brooklyn. Irving comes in for Bruce Brown.
Lopez powering through that time.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And on the way from Irving for 3. He's off on that one. So Milwaukee will take it the other way. Here's Connaughton. From outside the arc. And it's Griffin with the rebound. Nets trail by 9. Outside, KD. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Trying to get open is Irving. And Kevin Durant, good for 3. Durant's got 5 points in the quarter. Milwaukee leading by 6. Antetokounmpo looking it over. Lopez kicks to Antetokounmpo. Pass to Connaughton. Back to Antetokounmpo.
More and more, it's about the maturation process of Giannis and his game. Learning now how to sell defenders with pump fakes.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line. And it's an 8-point game. And it's Harden with the ball for the Nets. The deep 3 from Irving. His 3-pointers off the mark.
Sometimes you just have an off night, guys, and that's what we've seen so far.
Connaughton passes to Holiday. Here's Lopez. Milwaukee keeping it alive. The new 14th. The shot by Antetokounmpo. Nobody around. Milwaukee. No good that time either. Irving attacking. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
No stopping Kyrie on the drive right there. Getting to the basket with ease.
And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Outside, Antetokounmpo to the middle. Here's Lopez.
Now we've seen Lopez be more and more assertive in looking for his shot, which in turn draws the defense's attention to him.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 7-point lead. Dante DiVincenzo. He's checked in for Drew Holiday. The Nets also changing it up. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. And it's Bruce Brown in for Kyrie Irving. Jacks up a 3. Rebounded by the Bucks.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
And the pass to Giannis. 3-pointer. It's hauled in by Claxton. Brown finds Griffin. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Money! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
And this is what great players do. Harden understanding how to deliver in a big moment.
DiVincenzo passes to Teague. Down low. Now here's DiVincenzo. Back to Teague. 6 to shoot. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. A 3-ball. Milwaukee. No good that time either.
No time to waste on this possession.
Time is not on their side right now. They're aware.
And there's the defensive 3-second call. And so he hits the technical free throw.
You've got to figure those are the free throws that officially put this game out of reach.
And so the Bucks take the win. They didn't, David. Thank you as You're looking live and down at the Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles. And with...
Good evening, Kevin.
What a story. David, thank you. Here are the starters for Brooklyn. We got Harden. He's out there with Brown. Griffin is out there with Durant. And it's Claxton in at the four-man position. And for the Clippers, we've got Ibaka. Morris is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Paul George, and it's Beverly in at the point guard position. Now here's Beverly. Ibaka right side. Morris finds Ibaka. 5 on the clock. Fires from 18. And the shot is long.
And that's okay. Even though you miss, you had the right guy taking the shot.
I mean, hard to fathom that Blake Griffin is becoming one of the more prolific three-point shooters among NBA big men.
Greg, it was a shot he barely attempted through his first 6 seasons in the league. Now he's made it a key part of his arsenal.
Griffin can't get it to go in. Here's the Clippers. Nobody near Leonard. It's hauled in by Claxton.
Yeah, early on, 3 misses to open the game. Their offense right now still trying to find its way.
And it's Brown missing. The Clippers have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Here's George. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
The homecoming for Paul George, playing in L.A. with the Clippers. They gave up a king's ransom to OKC. 5 first-round picks and Danilo Gallinari and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. We've seen him put a lot of pressure on the defense and then cash in at the line.
Griffin passes to Harden. And it goes down 2 points.
And guys, the Clippers were willing to give almost anything for PG because they basically got Kawhi Leonard in the deal as well.
And let's remember, GA, he could have been a Laker. They would have had to trade away the 2nd pick in the 2017 draft, that or Brandon Ingram. Their loss became the Clippers' game.
Shots good by Ibaka.
Something that's really evolved for Ibaka, the ability to absorb contact while maintaining control.
Inside, Harden kicks to Griffin. Nets passing it around. From deep three-point range, it's hauled in by the Clippers.
Just a little off to start this game. 1 for 5, looking to find some kind of rhythm.
Tipped away, and it's out of bounds, and they say it was last touched by Leonard. For Brooklyn, they've gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. For the 3.
You talk about defensive back mindset coverage from Patrick Beverly. His defense will drive you crazy.
George, and the basket is good.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
Poke loose.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Shoots the 3. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3. I know you grew up with aspirations of someday getting into politics. Any current players who you could see maybe taking that same route?
No doubt. There's several guys in today's game. Harrison Barnes has the polish, and I know he's had some thoughts that maybe going in that direction. Teammates nicknamed Malcolm Brogdon the president for his stately demeanor and commitment to affecting change. I absolutely see him trying to have an impact socially moving forward. There's several guys, again, who not only have the voice, but the courage to speak out about things that matter most to them.
Many sharp guys in the NBA. Here's Irving following the score by Reggie Jackson. And the Nets miss again. George against Harris, and he gets the bucket.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
1:06 left in the first quarter. Outside, Green. Outside, Irving. They could use a bucket, and the layup is good.
Kyrie sprung free on that pick and roll. Trying to stick with him is easier said than done.
George against Harris. Outside, George. Ibaka drawing the double team. DeAndre Jordan grabs the miss. Nets trail by 9. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Woo, blown opportunity right there. Won't get many chances easier than that one.
A nice shot by George.
Defensively, they've been a step slow here to start.
Brooklyn's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Irving finds Harris. Goes up at the stripe, and he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
Difficult guarding Kyrie. He's comfortable from any range and willing to take what the defense gives him.
And Ibaka slams it in.
I'll tell you, for a veteran, Ibaka still gets sky high on these alley-oops.
And as we conclude the first quarter, a one-sided game so far. Clippers lead by 11. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter.
Old school basketball. Yeah.
Now, pound for pound, Greg, Beverly may be the most physical player in the league.
And he also gets in your head. It's a combination that allows him to get stops against guys as big as Kevin Durant.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. Guys, we've seen a confident-looking Clippers team out there.
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Yeah, they were very physical and very aggressive. They've just been the better team so far.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter to play. Taking a look at Los Angeles. We've got Kawhi Leonard, Reggie Jackson out there with Kennard. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins, and it's man in at the 3 spot. Irving misses.
Uncontested look. Can't fault the shot selection. He's money from there.
Leonard looking over the floor. Passes it to Cousins. And Cousins throws it down.
Awesome display. Fierce with the level of strength. DeMarcus with the impressive move.
And guys, even though he's in a big market, Kawhi Leonard's still not one for the spotlight.
That is so true. It's not about the fame for him. He's in L.A., but Kawhi Leonard stays in his bubble. All the trappings that come with being a great player, he's truly focused on the love of the game, winning and being the best possible player he can be.
Good, and Harris gets the assist. Irving's got 8 points.
Tremendous focus by Kyrie. Doesn't let the contact throw him off.
Jackson against Irving. Jackson passes to Mann. Here's Leonard, and he finishes nicely on the layup. Leonard's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And this is what happens when you start to break your opponent's spirit. The resistance is no longer there.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Outside Jackson. Outside Leonard. Shot clock at 6. Another one falls for the Clippers.
Took him a while to get going, but here in the second quarter, he's found his rhythm.
Irving from long range. No good on that one. So the Clippers will take it the other way.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
A platoon swap here for Brooklyn. Jackson dishes to Morris. We've got 1:55 left now here in the second. And then Cousins with the dunk.
I loved him being aggressive right there. DeMarcus is a big target at the rim.
Brown the pass to Harden. From past the arc. Rebound by the Clippers. Morris has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Jackson. Beverly for 3. And the wide open shot from Morris. They get it back. Cousins on the follow. And the Clippers lead by 17.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
And his rhythm, it's been way off. The goal now might be to get him something easy at the rim so he can just see the ball go in through the net, and that helps.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
They grab their own miss. And count it. The shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
This is basketball 101. This is the size mismatch you look to create.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Ibaka comes in for DeMarcus Cousins. And it's Paul George in for Reggie Jackson. Harden against George. Morris outside. 34 seconds left in the first half. And it's Griffin with the rebound. And here's Griffin. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. 17-point game. Got a piece of it. Luwawu. Brown the pass to Harden. Back to Brown. Harden surveying the D. Shoots from 12. Connects. The jumper drops. Harden's got his second bucket of the game to go.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
And so it's Los Angeles. Right. Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome. An outstanding first quarter for Paul George. He had 9 points and 2 assists. Kenny, what'd you think about the... And that's going to do it.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. You look at Paul George in this game, guys, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
And it's not like everything's been at the rim. There's been a number of jump shots along the way.
So for Brooklyn now, Brown out there with Harden. Then it's Durant. Then there's Griffin. And it's Claxton in at the 4.
And all you got to do is look at the rebounding margin as to why they hold the lead.
Effort's been there, check mark. The physicality, check mark. They set the tone for this game early on.
And that one is good. Greg, I think of you in a New York Knicks uniform, legendary arena you played in. What was that experience like?
Kevin, intense. I remember the first time I suited up in a preseason game. We played the Dallas Mavericks. Both teams went up and down the court 3 times and nobody scored, and the fans started booing. And that's when I knew this is a little bit different. You better bring your A game.
And thicker skin, correct?
That too, yeah. And fortunately, there was no social media or internet back then. Goodness gracious.
From deep, Harden frames the three-pointer. Harden's got 9 points.
And defensively, you got to respect Harden's ability to drive. That just makes him exponentially more difficult to guard out at the line.
And Serge Ibaka, the bucket on the assist by Beverly. He's got 8.
3 straight to begin this half. Couldn't have drawn it up any better.
And as he gets deeper into his career, Serge Ibaka's shooting continues to improve. What a great job he's done of changing how he scores.
It's very impressive because a late bloomer Serge Ibaka has been on the offensive end. Let's look at last season, his highest point per game average, and he's in his 11th NBA season. That still has great efficiency on the offensive end, but sometimes he's overlooked as a scorer on this team. Blake took off like a rocket on that alley-oop. Woo!
Here's Beverly, still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Leonard the pass to Ibaka. George against Harden.
Even though that one didn't go down, I like the offensive game plan here. 3 for 4 coming out of the break.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
For Brooklyn, they had gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line.
And they were 75% from the line a season ago.
So for the Clippers, Mann's checked in, and it's Jackson in for Patrick Beverley. Kyrie Irving's checked in for the Nets. Jackson kicks to George. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. And the Clippers lead by 15.
He's given a great lift to this offense tonight. Very, very efficient.
Nobody near Irving. Hits the three-point bomb. Irving's got 11.
Boy, they've been terrific from beyond here in the second. Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Kennard, he's checked in for George. And a new group in for the Nets. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Griffin. Green comes in for Nicholas Claxton. Joe Harris is checked in for Kevin Durant. And Dinwiddie subbed in for Bruce Brown. Nets trail by 12. On the wing, Irving. Over Morris. Rebound by the Clippers. Ibaka's got his 4th rebound in this one. Morris inside. Dinwiddie covering. Morris with the bucket. Morris has got his first 2 points of the night. On the wing, Harris. And the Nets, another 3.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
Jackson against Dinwiddie. To the right side. On its way from Ibaka for 2. That one, no good. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. It's stolen. And here they come. Jackson with it. He's picked up by Jordan. Jackson passes to Kennard. Jackson has the open look. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Kennard's got his second bucket tonight.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Out to Harris. Beyond the arc. Rebounded by Serge Ibaka. Ibaka's got 5 rebounds tonight. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Mann passes to Jackson. The feed to Ibaka. And stolen by Jordan. Here's Irving. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
That's a man's play right there. Kyrie doing what the defender doesn't want him to do. And one opportunity.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And over the course of last year, he was up over 90%. And with a stroke like that, you see why.
Here's Mann. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers going into the break with a 10-point lead. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
Yeah, it's one thing to find the guy. It's another to deliver the ball where he can do something with it. Wonderful play.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Marcus Morris is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Ibaka. Then it's Patrick Beverley. And it's Jackson in at the 2 guard. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Irving for 3. Durant finds Irving. Down low. Leonard's there. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
Yeah, they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Plays it up and banks it in. And the Clippers lead by 14.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Irving for 3. Morris with the rebound. Morris has got 6 rebounds in the game. Out to the right wing. Takes the 13-footer, and it's Irving with the rebound. Leonard with the steal. And Beverley kicks to Leonard. Feeds it to Ibaka. Jackson trying to break free. Ibaka, no luck. And so Green will bring it up for Brooklyn. They trail by 14. You know, winning that championship as you did, great for UNLV. Many people don't remember you played much of that season with a broken jaw.
Well, Kevin, I don't remember much of it, to be honest with you. It was pretty hazy. I lost 19 pounds over the course of the season. Championship night, I was 168 pounds.
No kidding.
Yeah. Well, I was wired shut for 8 weeks. Did miss a game, but I tell you what, I don't know if I would do that today. But, you know, it did turn out well with the championship.
As I recall, you broke it against Fresno State, correct?
Yes, got my legs taken out from under me and broke the fall with my face. Yeah.
Ouch.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
You know, we're seeing players move further and further back to create space, but that does make it a tougher shot.
George with the bucket.
A reliable jump shooter. Paul George's accuracy only goes up when he catches in rhythm.
Nets trail by 16. Irving surveying the floor. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession.
That's what happens when nothing goes your way. You start to lose focus, and it makes matters worse.
Harden against George. Stolen by Harden. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. Harden's got the ball. That's in for his 5th field goal of the game. Makes him 5 for 12 so far.
Superb at finishing through contact. Harden is just so elusive and creative on those strong drives.
Now George. To the paint. Here's Ibaka. Kicks it out to Leonard. Just 5 on the clock. Such a wide open look. Leonard's got 6 in the quarter.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead. Calling on the right guys at the right time.
The reason why they stayed aggressive, and they have not let up this entire night. And at this point, I wouldn't expect them to.
He just exudes a love of the game, guys. You can see it in everything he does. This guy lives and breathes the game.
So for the Nets, Blake Griffin comes in for DeAndre Jordan. And Nicholas Claxton subbed in for Bruce Brown. And George kicks to Beverly. And the 3 off target. Nets trail by 13. But deep 3 from Irving. And again, no good by Brooklyn. The Clippers have gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter. Down low, and the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Brown is checked in for Irving. Brooklyn's gone 0-3 so far in the 4th quarter from long range. Outside Durant. Passes it to Griffin. Back to KD. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Brown the pass to Harden. KD looking around. And the Nets miss again. One thing we've seen from these guys is excellent passing.
No doubt about it. It's fun to watch the way they're operating as a team right now. They are all in sync.
Here's Claxton. The fast break ends at the rim with a jam.
And arguably no one in the NBA draws more attention than Harden. Part of why he creates so many opportunities for others.
The deep 3 from George. Brooklyn with the rebound.
Guys, let's just go ahead and call this one. It's over.
They couldn't make enough plays when it mattered. Interesting game, though, in terms of some of the matchups.
Claxton. There's the triple. And James Harden with the 3. Harden's got it back down to within single digits for Brooklyn. Everly with the ball. So the Clippers with the win. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the... All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll do it, folks.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And the starting lineups have concluded. So thanks for joining our Tuesday night broadcast. Hey, Dave.
Kevin, thanks very much.
Portland is indeed one of the great cities in the NBA. David, thank you. Here are the starters for Brooklyn. Durant is out there with Griffin. Then there's Brown. Then it's Harden. And it's Claxton in at the center. And for the Trailblazers, Collins plays the 4 with Nurkic at the 5. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. And it's Covington in at the 3 slot. Now, here's Nurkic. And taken away by Brown. In transition, here come the Nets. No good on the triple. Pass to Collins. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. Collins has got the first points of the night for the Trailblazers. And McCollum on the floor, all business. Off the court, he's a very outspoken player, very colorful guy. And Greg, you were saying you see a future in media for him when he stops playing.
No doubt about it, Kevin. I mean, McCollum spoke up quickly about the seriousness of the virus when they were playing. He's very knowledgeable and shares what's on his mind. A media position after he's done playing is a very real possibility if he chooses to.
Nice tip in there. I mean, he's got like a sixth sense in terms of where the miss is going to go. That is really a talent.
Offensive rebound. Nurkic can't hit.
He'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space. Just clanked it.
Brown, good.
Yeah, you don't want to leave people open when Blake Griffin has vision of the floor. He exploited the hole in the defense that time.
Now here's Lillard. McCollum outside. They double team McCollum. Lillard attacking, and Damian Lillard with the jam.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it. Is it getting cold in here? This is a tough one. Crucial that he starts to work a little harder for a higher percentage shot.
Here's Nurkic. And it's Griffin with the rebound. Brooklyn's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. KD can't get it to go.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Lillard with the bucket.
The ability to stop there and pull up from any distance. That's why Lillard's defenders have sleepless nights.
And Durant launches from deep. And again, it's the Nets missing.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate.
And I just love how aggressive Harden is inside. When he's deep like that, he is ready to finish with authority.
Now here's McCollum. Covington passes to Nurkic. Portland moving the ball and finished off by Nurkic.
Not getting old here. Seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
Harden against Lillard. Lets it go from deep. Brown the pass to Claxton. Fires the 3. No good. And it's Portland the other way.
Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
The importance of the three-point shot never greater than right now. And in your eyes, there are some players who are just absolutely dead, solid, perfect from distance.
No doubt about it. And you know, there's 3 guys to me, though, that kind of separate themselves. And it's one, because you have to honor their ability equally off the dribble, from 3, and at attacking the paint. Steph Curry, James Harden, and Damian Lillard. Those 3 guys can all hit pull-ups and step backs from range off the dribble. They all got great vision, you know, so they can take advantage of defenses that get caught loading a little too much. And then they also are terrific in the paint at getting to the free throw line. So those are the 3 guys I think that create the most havoc when you start talking about having a guard the 3-point line.
Finding some space out there on the perimeter was McCollum, and he finds ways to knock it down.
And a wide open look for Irving. And again, it's the Nets missing.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Well, the former Turkish star and 3rd overall pick in the 2011 draft, Kanter is still trying to become a dominant force at the NBA level.
First free throw is good. And Kanter drops them both. 46 seconds left to play here in the first. Outside Irving. Fires the 3. Rebound by the Trailblazers. McCollum outside. Passes it to Jones. Now here's Hollis Jefferson. Guarded by Green. And it's Hollis Jefferson with the jam.
When you find yourself up double digits in the first quarter, you know you're doing something right.
Well, dominant so far. That's the responsibility of the starters. Now let's see if everybody else who plays in this game makes the same kind of high-level contributions.
And here's McCollum for 3. Dinwiddie with the rebound. And so it's Portland. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. And you have to credit their defense for the job they've been doing against Irving. Kyrie's been almost invisible out there, and we don't say that very often. And we'll be right back after this.
I know that when the main guy...
He's willing to bear the brunt, and he's also looking out for others.
Great leadership. His teammates seem to rally around that, and it's why every team he's on is a difficult out.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And the Trailblazers have really been rolling, haven't they?
Well, pounding the boards is one way to gain an advantage. They simply owned the glass in that first.
Well, if you get physical out there, you can control the glass, and that helps you to control the pace of the game.
Rondé Hollis Jefferson out there with Enes Kanter. Then there's Norman Powell. Then it's Anthony, and it's Jones in at the shooting guard position. They're the group the Portland Trailblazers will start the second quarter with.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Great to see when Melo spots his open teammate. Good at noticing the overcommitment that time.
And last year showed that there's still a place in the NBA for a guy like Melo. Mostly a mid-range shooter in the league that has turned away from that. But buckets are buckets, and Melo can still light it up.
Powell for 3. Dinwiddie with the rebound. And so it's Dinwiddie with it. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. 11-point game. They retain possession. Hollis Jefferson in the post. He's covered by Irving. The shot by Powell, no good. Well, Carmelo Anthony was out of the NBA for about a year, calendar-wise. Greg, were you surprised it took him so long to get a look and get back in the NBA?
Kevin, I wasn't shocked, but absolutely I was surprised. I mean, it was always going to take the right fit for Melo and the right team. And in this case, it was the Blazers. But Melo showed he has legs left in the league and can still be a positive.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. And then for Brooklyn, Jordan, he's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. And Durant subbed in for Joe Harris. Durant with it. Now Covington defending. That one's in there. The Trailblazer lead is cut down now to just 7 on the bucket from Durant. Dinwiddie against Lillard. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
Always an appreciation for Lillard and his build, just how rugged he is, along with that fearlessness.
A deep 3 from Irving. An absolute bomb from three-point range.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
The pass to Nurkic. Here's Simons. Back to Nurkic. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Shot clock at 5. Collins kicks to Lillard. Nurkic, the pass to Lillard. Pulls up. and it comes off the front of the rim.
Now that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Lillard against Dinwiddie. And Lillard gets double teamed. It's stolen by Green. Jordan the pass to Dinwiddie. That drops and it comes off an assist from Jordan. Now just a 2-point Portland lead.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And Irving comes to help. Out to the wing, to the middle. Here's Lillard. Makes it off the glass. Lillard's got 4 points in the quarter.
Nurkic getting more and more comfortable at finding the open men on this team.
Dinwiddie outside. Here's Irving. And the layup's good off the glass. Irving's got 5.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
So for the Trailblazers, Carmelo Anthony is checked in for Zach Collins. Norman Powell comes in for Anthony Simons. And it's C.J. McCollum in for Damian Lillard. The Nets also changing it up. Griffin's checked in for Green. Brown comes in for Irving. And James Harden subbed in for Dinwiddie.
Well, McCollum has shown the ability to get inside and also finish. It's just how shifty he is.
It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Nurkic has got his 5th rebound in this one. The Trailblazers have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. And the first one drops.
Nurkic is a double-double machine every night. There's not a lot of teams right now that are equipped on their roster to handle the kind of size that Nurkic can bring.
That one's in there. The Trailblazer lead is cut down to just 4 points in the bucket from Durant.
Yeah, loving the confidence. Just rise and be free. And you know you can do this.
There's something to be said about knowing yourself. It allows him to shoot.
And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Here's Lillard. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
Resourceful move there, ending the period on a high note.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. It's the Trailblazers up by 4 from Portland. We're back in a moment.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It is a good game we have here after one half of play. After 2 quarters, it's Portland out in front. They hold a 4-point lead. Kenny, what you... And...
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game that's been so far. You have to like what we've seen so far from Damian Lillard.
And guys, we saw just how tough he can be with the step to the rim. Great job of just attacking that first half.
Yeah, nice job of carving his way to the inside with some ease. Not much resistance out there.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. And Brooklyn looking who they've got. Harden out there with Brown. And it's Durant. Then there's Griffin. And it's Claxton in at the 5.
Crazy long strides there from KD. Once he gets by you on the drive, see you later.
Brown against McCollum. Now here's Lillard. Guarded close. It's deflected. They recover it. Hits. Count that one for Nurkic. Nets trail by 4. Harden surveying the D. And that'll be 2. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Nurkic can't hit.
Ooh, and this is turning into a slow start here in the second half. Seems like they left that offense in the locker room. Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
Now here's McCollum. He's got 8. And the layup falls. McCollum's got it all tied up now for the Trailblazers.
Well, McCollum undersized at his position, at least in terms of his strength. But he can play that way because he competes. That's a tough one there.
Here's Durant. That ball is good for another field goal. His 6th. He is 6 for 9 on the stat sheet.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Enes Kanter's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Hollis Jefferson comes in for Collins. Anthony's checked in for Robert Covington. And it's Derek Jones in for Damian Lillard. And we just got a second look there at the exceptional mobile 1 block.
And you can see the mindset he has. When the game's this close, he's going to bring it at that end of the floor.
The Trailblazers shooting their 5th free throw of the game here. The throw good, McCollum.
Just a smooth scorer is C.J. McCollum, and that combination of being confident and crafty keeps helping him pile up points in terms of his career statistics. Now he's at the line.
And now Portland on the break. Ahead, here's Kanter. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Jones has got 3 assists in the game. Pass to Green. Back to Harris. Here's Irving. Count it, good. And that's now 7 points for Kyrie Irving.
I don't know how he does it, but Kyrie does such a great job to get deep position and convert, separating himself from other point guards in the league with that finishing ability.
McCollum passes to Anthony, and he gets it to go. Anthony's got his first points of the night.
Outstanding entry pass there. He knew exactly where to go with the ball.
And Irving launches it from deep, sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
I know Kyrie is one of the best finishers in the league, but trust me, he enjoys the 3 ball.
Pass to Kanter. Trailblazers moving the ball around. McCollum against Dinwiddie. Kanter inside. It's good. Kanter's got 6.
Well, really good ball movement on the entire possession, and then CJ getting slick.
Jones against Irving. Goes up on the wing. Almost, but it rolls out.
Oh, just incredible, that spin. Shook him loose from the defender, but he just couldn't gather his balance there to follow through with the shot.
Harris, no good. And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for Portland. They've led by as many as 11 points. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Feeds to Kanter. And he banks in the layup. And it's a 4-point Portland lead.
Just always appreciate the way that C.J. McCollum is such a natural scorer.
Here's Irving, and he drops in the layup off the glass. 12 points for him.
I just think that's trouble. You're gonna let that guy shoot layups. You're asking for it.
And as we conclude the third quarter, what a game, neither team giving ground. Trailblazers lead by 2, and will return shortly. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. They've got Derek Jones. Anthony out there with Rondé Hollis-Jefferson. Then it's Enes Kanter, and it's Powell in at the 1 spot. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers. And the jam by Harden.
And once Harden has momentum behind him, watch out. They love seeing the beard flush it down there with some power.
Powell with it. The feed to Carmelo. And again, it's Portland converting.
Now that's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference. Not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
Here's Harden. And 2 free throws coming up as the whistle blows. He barely missed that one.
And the way Harden plays the game, incredible. So much energy and really as creative as they come.
A different look now for Portland. Robert Covington's checked in for Anthony, and Lillard subbed in for Jones. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Brooklyn. Kyrie Irving comes in for Bruce Brown. Lillard the pass to Kanter, and stolen by Jordan. And here we go, Brooklyn fast break.
Kyrie, such a blur in the open court, leaks out so quickly and then gets to the right spot in transition.
Powell against Irving. Kanter dishes to Powell. Banked in off the glass. Powell's got his first 2 points.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Griffin kicks to Irving. Pass to Jordan. Outside, KD. And there's Jordan. That's good on the assist by KD. Jordan's got the game tied up here for the Nets. Here is Lillard, and there's the pass to Powell. Now Kanter. Pass to Lillard. 6 on the shot clock. The dunk and the foul, a powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. It's going to be on James Harden.
Man, at the point guard position, are you kidding me? Explosive scoring ability and body control. That results in a bucket and a free throw.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Nurkic checked in for Kanter. Zach Collins comes in for Hollis-Jefferson. And it's C.J. McCollum in for Norman Powell.
Well, DeAndre Jordan dominates this game on both ends around the glass.
Here's Lillard. Kicks to McCollum. Back to Lillard. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
Yikes, that one stings there. Hurts so much more to turn the ball over, especially with how tight the game is.
Carmelo Anthony is checked in for Robert Covington. And then for Brooklyn, Nicholas Claxton comes in for DeAndre Jordan. And it's Bruce Brown in for Irving. Here's Harden, and the jam by Harden.
And this is what great players do. Harden understanding how to deliver in a big moment.
And now they decide to foul intentionally. Irving's checked in for the Nets. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Yes, that goes in. Lillard's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And that is what you need in big moments. Lillard's a strong leader with competitive drive. Bingo.
Here's Harden. Count it, number 5 from the floor this game. He's now 5 of 11. It's been a tight one so far. Very close game.
And matchup, it's really what it's all about, and these two teams are really equal.
And here's McCollum for 3. The Nets have gotten it done so far from the field here in the fourth, going 6 for 7. Irving passes to Claxton, and the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason, I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Oh, Griffin with a huge feel for those moments. Easy to see why he wants the ball in his hands.
Here's Lillard. He feeds it to Nurkic. The shot, no good. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. Irving dishes to KD. Back to Irving. 40 seconds left in the fourth quarter. But they recover it.
And Kyrie right now taking it to another level. We know he's capable.
No time to waste on this possession.
Time is not on their side right now. They're aware.
Three-pointer, Lillard. Brooklyn with the rebound. And an intentional foul right there. First free throw is good, and that increases their lead to 6.
And the All-Star Kevin Durant, a slender, quick-footed forward, he's added a bit of physicality and defensive presence to his game the last couple years. Some padding here on the free throw line, some good work.
It falls! And now they trail by just 4.
And he wants the ball at the end of the games. You can see why Lillard's stepping up again to the challenge.
And there's a foul. It's on C.J. McCollum. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. Second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Yeah, that'll ice it right there. Not everybody can keep their composure at the line in such a big situation.
Now a timeout called by Portland. They're trailing by 6. 12 seconds left in the fourth. Guys, your thoughts?
Still a sliver of hope.
Yeah, act fast, but without mistakes.
And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game, Kyrie Irving.
And the way he's made his mark with his work inside, he's just been a slasher tonight. Always moving, getting to the basket at will, and just seemingly taking advantage of a D that was reluctant to get in his way.
And there's a foul. It's on C.J. McCollum. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus. We'll go to the line to shoot 2.
Shifty with his speed, incredible ball handling. So hard to guard Kyrie, but so thrilling to sit here and watch it all up close.
So it's the Nets picking up the win. A truly gutsy performance away from home. All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
you